of
Well, while
how
you're doing that,
things.
by the way, this is very, very exciting, Gary, because he's doing this to really make it super simple, but realize that we've eliminated a lot of the traditional error that happens because people are involved in processes, and the blockchain and the smart contract removes a lot of that. Now, I know we're all not happy about the robotics and the automation of the world, but in this case, when it comes to your money, the fact is that it's extremely very predictable for you to see. And what Gary showed me, and I finally woke up to listening to him, is that you can track this every single day. So if you're a nerd like me and you want to get online, you want to get your back office, every day you can see your growth. So anyway, sorry, Gary, go ahead. This is the exciting part
So,
right here.
what I'm showing you is this is a sample of an account that took advantage of buying 80 contracts. That's the maximum contracts that anyone could have. And the reason why is it allowed to borrow $3.002 million to stake on the blockchain. And if you were to do the math, if each contract cost $100, that would be $8,000. But because of the community offering a promotion whereby someone can pick up 10 3-year contracts, you actually get 5 of those contracts bundled in. So they give you 15 contracts for the price of 10. So you can see here that this particular account took advantage of two of those promos and then bought 5 extra. There's a promo which I'll show you, gives you 15 contracts. But I want to show you what you're looking at here. The first column is actually just a daily task of what's happening on your account, like funds that, these could be a form of affiliate commissions, could be a form of distributions from the Cryptex community itself. It shows last withdrawals, internal transfers, transfers received, a leader reward. This was an account just got a leader reward just 2 days ago of $2,800 for a total. It comes at whatever it is, $6,800. This is just withdrawable, transferable dollars the moment. This account shows this is the capital that was borrowed. And since it was borrowed, it's already performed and profited $1.1 million. These were contracts built on a staggered basis over the last, let's say, the last year or so, and has accumulated the interest or profits, that's your money. That's your money. And it micro compounds. You can see here the last profit for the day here was 0.10%. You would agree, Kevin, that's fairly reasonable in the blockchain business.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it amounted for a daily distribution of $4,423. Not too bad, because if you were to add up these 8,000 or 80 contracts, that was a total of about $7,000 total to borrow that $3 million. So total, and this account nearly earns that almost on a daily basis. So when you look at the whole week, 38,000, the last month was 170,000. So Kevin, would you want to borrow $3 million that if a bank said, yeah, your fees and points are $7,000, that would be a heck of a deal.
Absolutely. This is mind-boggling, actually. I mean, look at what you've done in 17 months.
Yeah. And what happens is this is a breakdown of some of the contracts. So you can see under the 3-year contract is 35 contracts. So if you took 35,000 or 35 times 35,000, well, those are going to be the payouts for that. If you took the 25 contracts times 471,000, that's going to give you the gross payout for that. And then you've got 20 contracts here at 1.5 million. So you've got these staggered out in time. So as these contracts come due, as 3 years come due, you'll be able to replace them. And then the following 2 years later, you got your 5 years coming due. Then one more year, your 3-year comes due. One more year later, your 7 years come due. So it turns into a legacy. Now, down here, This is where it tracks some of your affiliate piece if somebody ever chose. I'd say a very small percentage participate in the affiliate side because it's not necessary. But you can see here, this is probably over the last, I think this would be over the last 6-7 months. And this is the total of actual earnings for this particular account, which means it's earned 1.1 million in staking. But look at this, the affiliate reward staking, because this model rewards you on the staking of the contracts that maybe you invited. So would you invite someone that could pay $100 that could add to their retirement plan $35,000 in a 3-year term? Or how about 80 up to 80 contracts, because they can buy anywhere from 1 up to 80. And with that being said, you get a percentage of the success of that account. So as they earn on that account, you do too. Mm-hmm.
Can I make a statement about that? Because I think this is what's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for the people's money, right? When we first started as a country, it was all about the people, and the land was ours, the gold, the silver, the coinage. We hired the government and really any kind of institution to be good stewards of our money because God gave us this money. In this program, which is a kind of let's just call it a synonym of it, this is bringing people back to us. It's our community money. So, we are the money, we are the business by participating with this and sharing this with people. 99% of people right now in the United States don't think they're ever going to retire. So you can show them this. I mean, not that everybody's going to have Gary's back office, success like he's showing, but you know what Gary did? He just went to work and shared the truth and showed the facts. And that's it. So now by doing that with me, I'm sharing it with you people, awesome people. And, now we're talking about $100 opportunity here. Like that's it. Right. So this is bringing it back to the people.
Yeah. And I'm going to show you, Kevin, how the breakdown of contracts go. And you can see timelines. So if I go over here under active staking, I'll show you this really quick because it's very important that people get to see this is a serious blockchain project. Oh, I think I timed myself out.
You can show a little more detail than we can wrap
So what
up.
you'll see here is when I clicked on, active contracts, it's going to go into the portfolio of your contract. So this just gives you a synopsis of a quick picture. This is where the account sits. This is what was borrowed. This is what is earned in green, and it tallies up. This box is the amount on 3-year contracts, and this is on the 5 and 7-year contracts. So the 3-year contracts last profit yesterday was 1,234, and the last profits on the 5 and 7 were 3,188 for the day. And then you can see that these contracts have paid out 804,000, and these ones have paid 295,000. Okay. Now we can go into the contracts and you can see the date and the timestamp, and you can see that the dates here when they expire are built into the smart contract right here. This is a triggering on the blockchain. Okay. It's really nice to know. But you can see those 80 contracts are all laid here. Every one of them, Kevin, is time stamped by the date and by the minute. Okay. So that's what's important. So the sooner someone starts and the faster they may, if they decide, I want to have one contract, just get it locked in and done. The timestamping clock is on its way. And so if you have and of course, you have as long as you need to work your way up to the 80 contracts, but I always would encourage people to buy up to the 80 contracts as soon as they can, because now you've locked in your profits and your time stamping on all contracts, but it's up to anyone's own decision. Okay. But when you realize the comfort, the reliability, trustworthiness of their progress and what they've done, I think it's the biggest people's problem is fear. And they've been burned in the past. They've been hurt in the past. And a lot of rug pulls, and people have been treated unfairly with unscrupulous people. We've not experienced that here. We've just seen great things. Every time they've got to pay something, they pay it. And when you see the blockchain, it's amazing, okay, with what's going on there. But I'm going to show you back here. You can see right here's the date of 11/2 of 23. That's 17 months, right? So you take a look, let's say somewhere on this DeFi contract, is that right? Yeah. See, let's take a look at this one. So this one since then has earned $139,547 per day on this particular contract. If you were to click on this little arrow over here, and give it a minute. There's a lot of data it's got to feed. Now it's going to give you an individual report on each contract that you've purchased. And in this case, this is a bundled pack, which I'll show you. This is a bundle pack where this package cost $1,000, although got 15 contracts for that price. And of that 1,000, it's already turned in to 139,000 from that borrowed money. What was the borrowed amount? $453,600. That's pretty nice to be able to leverage off of someone else's money and still make 139,000 from it. That's your share. That's your cut, if you will. Now, with this, it goes into some details. The contract, the terms, the loan is secured, the daily profits. Here's the insurance premium that's being paid on this particular contract, the monthly handling fee, even the loan interest. And again, all of this is paid from the profits only from the account and deducted automatically without you having to click a button. And it shows you right here, it's bundled contract of 15 units. And
how many banks will ever show you this kind of itty-gritty detail on all the money? They just don't. Right? This is full disclosure.
Yes. Well, here's another thing. It shows me that my last month insurance was paid on time, and you'll get this every month. It'll show paid or nothing. Net profits. This account has out of that, it's at 30% is $139,000 is 30% of this amount right here. Okay. But when this account comes to its maturity, the payout is 526,000 net minus the fee to withdraw it, which will be a few points, 3-4 points. It'd still be close to 500 and some odd $1,000 on this particular account that only paid a fee of $1,000 to borrow this money. So it is a true win-win for the bank, for you, for the community, if you will.
That's amazing.
And the insurance company. Everybody wins.
Yeah.
Now, again, days remaining. This particular contract only has 576 days. And believe me, some folks have said to me, Kevin, 3 years is so long. So long. Right. You know what I mean? And I would say to them, how long have you been working to retire? And are you retired? Do you have all the money you need to self-sustain yourself? And if you had to stake $100 or $1,000 to make an extra $500,000, wouldn't you want that working in the background while you continue your job? And, and a lot of people invest in Wall Street and stuff like that, 401ks and stuff. Wouldn't you want this to offset your income stream and increase it?
Well, most people are tethered to their like I said, their Roth IRAs, their 401ks, just praying that the stock market will do this. And, and you can touch on this, Gary. That's the money, that's the whole. But if you're actively helping other people, you get paid instantly on the front end, right? So you can.
And look at this. This is the DeFi hybrid contract. Look, it shows the contracts. And look at what's going on here. This is the profits per day over the last 15 days. So the community over the last 15 days, this is the average profits has been paid. This is doable stuff. But the cool part is that it micro compounds. See? So that's amazing. And it's this conservative. This isn't the pie in the sky, 3%, 5% a day. Those are unsustainable, and most likely, usually you're going to get your account stolen from. Okay. So the idea here is a nice, steady account that continues to grow.